Um, I'll start by saying that's another win we got tonight that we wouldn't have had earlier in the season. And I told the guys it doesn't feel as good, but that's what we want. We don't want to be satisfied, but it's definitely one that we scrapped out and found a way to win. And to me, that continues to show growth from our guys, confidence that we can find a way, and no matter what kind of game it is. I thought that we did a nice job on some of the themes we talk about a lot. The 12 turnovers is a big improvement for us. We only sent them to the foul line 13 times. Another big thing for our defense. I thought the ball movement got stagnant. I thought it was pretty cool at the end that it was Wade and LeBron matched up as the time went off. Selfishly, I'm glad Wade missed that shot, but it was a pretty cool way to end that game.
Hey, Luke, your time as a player and as a coach, maybe hard to summarize, but what stands out to you about watching LeBron and Wade and that connection and how that played out tonight in one final game?
It's there's a lot, and I know I joked about the fact that I was part of that draft class earlier, but I was, and it's amazing to me that they're still playing, both of them, at such a high level. And when you play in the NBA, it goes really quickly, and they made the most out of their careers. Obviously, they're not done yet, but winning championships separate and together. Becoming two of the best players of all time. And when they came in the league, everyone was so young, and just in a blink of an eye, we're talking about them playing on the court for the last time together against each other. So just a special night for that.
Look, it's obviously a cross match where Dwyane was guarding LeBron, and then LeBron guarding Dwyane. Is that just happened in the flow of the game, or was that they called out the switches? Or
that you're talking about those last two. Yeah, that for us at least, that wasn't who we had LeBron on. That was that we were at that moment we were switching 1 through 5. So that's kind of the way it just worked out. And it was a tough shot by Dwyane, but I had a bad feeling it was going to go in just because of how it set up like that. But no, that wasn't our game plan.
Kobe made that bank in 3 on him, so he owed one back.
Yeah. We'll take the miss.
Hey, Luke, at this point with Kuz, these types of games, are you looking for growth in his scoring ability at this point, or are you still just looking for the details? What are you evaluating his game mostly on?
Everything. I thought he was really. I tell Kuz all the time. One of my favorite things about him is his competitive spirit, and that's something we preach. In our culture is competition, and he's got one of the best we have as far as how much he loves to compete. But offensively, he's done a nice job recently of kind of slowing down, letting the game, still being aggressive, but just slowing down with the actual moves, getting on balance, those type of things. I thought tonight we needed his scoring. I thought there was a few plays he definitely could have made extra passes that he had made the previous games that he didn't make tonight. But he was feeling good, and when a scorer is feeling good, it's tough to get them to pass the ball. So we evaluate everything. Defensively, early in the game, he went under on one of our runoffs, someone that we don't go under on. But those are all things that as soon as he did it, he looked over at the bench and acknowledged it was his bad, which is good. He's taking ownership for it. But we evaluate it all.
When you think back to how much time you guys put in on his shot selection and working on it and studying it with him, and how much better it is this season, is it rewarding just as a coach to see immediate dividends?
It's rewarding as a coach anytime your players are getting better. It's what you want to do. It's we had our time as players, some of us, and now we want to help some young players, a team, come together and get better and try to live what their dreams are and become the best they can become. So when you're the players you coach, you can see them making that progress and making strides. It's one of the more rewarding things as a coach.
Luke, there was on camera, there was an interaction between you and KCP where you're getting into a little bit. Was that sort of a normal flow of the game, heat of the moment thing between you and him?
Yeah, it was just coaching, and he knew what he did, and he acknowledged it, and we moved on. It's how it goes. There's nothing big.
Coach, right here. Stevenson gave you a lot of positive minutes, especially with Ingram being out. How important is that?
Well, it's big for everyone to step up, and I don't think we were playing a great game tonight, so we were looking for different guys to bring it. And Lance, I agree with you. I thought he down the stretch in that fourth quarter. He was really big for us. And I tell the guys all the time, different nights it's going to be different people. So we all have to stay ready. And he would have finished tonight's game off, but they came back with their bigs. So we had we had the lead, and we wanted to match, make sure we didn't get hurt any more than we already were on the boards. But he was very big for our win tonight.
Thanks.